Hey, it's so good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. And I remembered to start the recording, so I'm extra proud of myself. Let's go ahead and jump on in and start by connecting our energy from the very beginning with three long, slow, deep breaths. And as we breathe in through the nose, think the words I am. And as we breathe out through the mouth, think the word consciousness. Let's breathe together right now. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, consciousness. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, consciousness. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, consciousness. And as we rest for a moment in this beautiful space of infinite divine grace, you can feel the perfection of every moment. You don't have to breathe in perfect synchronicity. Every breath you take is a breath of love, and you welcome the love, the infinite divine love that floods every single molecule of your body with every breath, knowing that everything you experience is guiding you to more love and encouraging you to express your love and compassion towards yourself and to others. Take another deep breath in. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the room. Well, that was some pretty darn good energy. It was so good we brought Carolyn in. So she's joining us right now. And it was really interesting because as we were doing it, I had this awareness. It's really funny. Sometimes I breathe out so much that it's hard for me to say I am because I don't have enough air left to say I am. And then I'm trying to do the ujjayi breath so that you can hear me inhale and you can hear me exhale. But just because I'm doing it at my pace does not mean you have to totally match and unify with my pace at all. Having the intention is all that's needed. It's
Yes,
all perfect. Go ahead, Ruthie.
sometimes I think, when is she going to breathe in again? You know, boy, she's got big lungs.
I do find that that really helps me go deep to take those super, super deep, slow, long breaths. And I'm used to breathing shallowly, so I'm busy doing my usual stuff. And
That's
so
what it
it's,
does for me too. It helps me remember to take deep breaths.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So, wow, we have got some awesome people joining us today. Thank you so much for making the time to be here. We're going to get started by celebrating David. And David, you had something in particular you wanted to share with the group.
Yes, just before the meeting, I picked a medicine card, Native American medicine card, and I got the card Dragonfly.
Oh, that's
And,
beautiful.
and I'll read one sentence from the two-page description. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits which you need to change. So I don't know if that's just for me or if it will resonate for other people, but that's what I drew. And what I'd like to celebrate today is my gratefulness for being here with all of you. I look forward to this. I think I said this last week when this meeting ends, I start looking forward to the one next week. And I have photographed two models for my Archangel paintings. I just photographed the second one Saturday, and I've lined up two more models. And I began to prepare a canvas and am ready to begin drawing on it. So I'm happy for that. Um, I also completed a poster for a dance they are throwing here where I live. And I took it on thinking, oh, this will be great. I can knock this out in a couple hours. Well, 40 hours later, I finally finished it. So I'm glad it's done. And then I got an opportunity to do some very deep work to release old energies and triggers. I think that's where the card came from. So that's where I stand.
That is beautiful. That is absolutely wonderful. And actually, that card did resonate with me big time. I have done 3 interviews so far this week. I've got 5 that I'm doing total for my show. And one of the messages that keeps coming through is somatic awareness, noticing the emotions that are in your body and how you can release them.
Oh
And
boy.
that's a really important component that I think all of us can benefit from. And so that's what I heard when you were sharing that particular thing, David. Thank you. Just confirmation. All right, Julie, I'm so glad you're here. Lovely as ever. What can
Oh,
we help you celebrate?
you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. This is the best day, I honestly. Oh, and last night too. So I'm glad you posted because I was eager to do the replay. Yesterday was phenomenal for me. And it just keeps getting better and better. Thank you, God. How does it get any better than this? But oh, I'm recognizing, like when I asked for the angels to, 144,000 angels, unemployed angels to come and help, and I hear, or I, it's like I hear them saying, "We're here, whatever I need," but I do have to ask, and I think that's so cool. And yesterday, no, yeah, the day before, when I was babysitting for little Theo, he didn't want to go to bed. He was restless and a little frustrated, and so I asked the angels to just bring him peace and surround him with light and love and fill his room with angels. He was asleep in less than a minute. I mean, it was like so cool. Oh my gosh, it just made me smile. And, just even a little bitty cry from him, I just go, oh, oh. So that was really fun. And then angels, like, I ask more often, and I'm thrilled that I can be conscious and see how they're working in my life. And I know they're just, I just imagine they're filling my house, my property, everything is great. And there are several times I left my house wide open and it was safe. And so it was so cool. Um, I have so much to be grateful for. I just can go on and on, but here I got the best things ever out. And so thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Thank
Yeah, how can it get even better than this? And
you. Yeah.
it's so interesting. I notice how, oops, there's Michelle. She's back again. I notice how the energy continually builds,
Yeah.
right? So, we're not starting brand new today with the
Mm.
energy level. We're starting from where we were last week, and
Yeah.
then we're building on top of that. And that's why attending feels so good to all of us because yeah, it's just expands into more and more and more. And I had a vision of you having a conversation and maybe getting permission from his parents before you have this conversation with Theo. But you just say, you know, Theo, grandma thinks that grandma knows that there are angels all around us all the time, and they're eager to help us and play with us. And they can really make a difference. And
Yeah.
so just sharing your beliefs. And there are also a number of books out about how to talk to kids about some of this stuff. I know that Julie Ryan, if you go to her website, Ask Julie Ryan, she
Uh-huh.
has some books written for kids. I believe Abraham Hicks has some books written for kids so that they get in touch with their spiritual side, and they're already so close to spirit. They haven't been polluted by the
Yeah.
rest of the world, so you can also find a way and ask the angels for help on
Yeah.
how to introduce this concept to the Ryans and
Yeah.
how you believe it will serve Theo and
Yeah.
and create a happier environment for all of them. And just, it just I think
Oh,
there's something there for you.
that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Yeah.
Ruthie,
Can I quickly share something?
sure.
Well, I just wanted to let Julie know, and also to express the fact that I think that the little kids are more aware of the angels than we are, because when my son was about 9 months old, I remember every time I'd carry him, he'd be looking up at the ceiling, and I'd say, "What the heck's going on?" So when he could finally talk, I said, "Honey, when you were little, you'd always look up at the ceiling. What were you doing? What were you looking at?" And he said, "The angels."
Oh, how precious. Oh,
And
yeah.
that's little Stephen, the one that I always ask you guys to pray for,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Well,
Oh,
next time you see Stephen, just remind him of those little angels and that they're still there with him,
I
right?
do, I do.
Yeah, good, good. Yes, Michelle, what would you like to share?
Wayne Dyer also has a couple of children's books as well.
Thank you. Wayne
Only
Dyer.
I forgot what the other one. I know there are at least two or three, maybe even four.
thank you.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
And then
Excellent.
he's amazing. So.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Well, don't mute yourself, Michelle, because we're ready to celebrate you. I'm so glad you came back after you disappeared.
Literally. I'm grateful I could figure out how to plug it back in. It's not from it unplugged from the base underneath the table. So I was like, I hope I can get that. Um, and I'm grateful that I am here, of course. I'm grateful that Holly came through her surgery okay. I'm
Yes.
grateful that I saw my daughter one day this week. I am grateful that I'm being vulnerable with people that I really am not too comfortable with on meetings and such, and just allowing myself to be who I am. Well, I'm still learning who I am, so I'm just getting there. And I've been doing practices every day, not the same, but something every day. Come on, Michelle. It's going to be 3 weeks. I haven't seen kids, and I was really, really sad a couple of days ago. I felt like somebody passed away, and I still don't know who that might be, but it happens often, unfortunately, for me. I feel that. I'll find out when it's time for me to find out. That's how it usually works. And let me see what else. And I've been talking to a lot of people about this stuff in the last week. A lot of people, like more than usual. And I'm grateful that people are awakening, like people that I've been working with for 30 years, awakening. And it's a miracle, and I'm grateful to God and all of you, because I learned so much here. I grew so much here. Without you guys, I don't think I'd be where I am. And I appreciate you. Oh, and I started my step work with my sponsor, and I start my new class for DBT on Monday. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. How can it get even better than this? And, Michelle, what I love about us getting together like this is we discover who we are. Our truth is revealed to us because we're willing to see. And we know that this is a safe space to see who we are and
Actually,
see the gifts that we have.
actually talking about you guys today in therapy because she's asking me if I have like-minded friends or people that are in balance. And I'm like, I do. I said I have some from classes. I'm very grateful. I have a lot of resources. And the other thing is I'm going to Deborah's class tonight. She's got a class on, I don't even know. I'm just going. And so I let them in
Okay.
there.
Okay. Well, then, if you need to get in well, you're pretty early on, so we'll be able to get to your intention before it gets too late. All right, Monica, yay! What can we help you celebrate?
Um, so I wasn't going to bring this up, but I hope it's allowed. I was looking back upon a year ago where I was, um, and it's just, and I was because I was in a class today about the felt sense polyvagal model from Jen Win Hall, and it has to do with the somatics, since somebody brought that up, and um. And so I'm doing two other classes on somatics too, and integrating somatics into yoga therapy. But it was life-changing because it takes the shame away from I was in a constant like trauma feedback loop of like ranging and like shame and overwhelm and depressed and freeze and then shame, like raging. And it was this just infinite cycle of just shame and caffeine to upregulate, wine to downregulate, and just my marriage was in a bad place. Like my son was suffering. And and yesterday there was a little girl and she came up to me and her mom actually said, "You have such a calming presence." And this little girl, she came up to me and she just came to my lap and like sat on my lap. And and this is why I say, like, this is why I get so excited about being the person that I wish I was, like, that I needed, because it taking away that shame and really connecting with God and with spirit and getting into that place of flow and meditation and being able to go there and what you say, like, about leaning into love when you get triggered and challenged, and then you lean into love and you bring God in embodied, that is it's life changing. So
Oh, I
it's a
am
big
so
celebration.
happy for you. How can it get even better than this? Congratulations and kudos, because I can tell you have graduated beyond that. Now, growth is not a direct line, growth is a spiral. And so, what happens is you come back to the same old things that used to trigger you. And increasingly, you used to be out at the far ends of the teeter-totter and you'd have those wide swings. Well, now I see you in the middle of the teeter-totter. So, yeah, you'll notice, but it's no big thing. You just kind of flick it off and go, yeah, whatever, and keep going with your thing. So feel what you feel for sure. Honest, honor how you feel. And I'm so excited that you're doing that somatic training. I have not had somatic training, and it's pretty clear to me because everybody's talking about it this week that I will enjoy receiving some somatic training. So, how can it get even better than this? Oh, we get to hear from Ruthie. Ruthie, what's going on in your world?
So many things that I feel like talking about because of what Michelle said and then what Monica said and everyone else. So, but I just wanted to mention one little thing from what Monica was just mentioning about how Gabor Mate says that trauma is stored in the body, and then it's like a habit thing and getting over habit. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Speaking of habits, when David McBride was mentioning the dragonflies, right? A dragonfly's job, I know because I saw them in Florida eating mosquitoes, flying through the air, picking them off. And so David's great little card that said about the dragonfly means get rid of, what were they, distractions or bad habits and things, right? Then it reminded me of Mark Twain, who said, "Nothing needs changing like other people's bad habits." And I'll bet you he said that because he was a cigar smoker and he used to drink whiskey. And his wife would probably always come in and go, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." So he thought of that. No, nothing needs changing more than other people's bad habits. But anyway, so but I just wanted to let you know that I've been going through similar things, learning not to be triggered by other people's bad habits, you know, and my own, and starting, and it's all, thank God, to what, just like what Monica said, meditation, because as you get higher up in the frequency, then when those things happen, just like you said, Elaine, that you can see them, but they don't grab you like they used to. So
Yeah.
I really love all this, and Michelle is absolutely right. This is my absolute favorite time of the week.
That is awesome, Ruthie. Thank you so much for bringing that in. And Lisbeth, thank you for your patience. I'm calling on you right now, and then we're going to do your intention because I know you have to scoot. So, what can we help you celebrate?
Just before that, it's funny, Ruthie brought up Mark Twain because I just saw something about his marriage this week, just like yesterday. He had a wonderful marriage, but his wife was very prim and proper and really had a strong proof. And he said something, he adored her, but he said something to the effect of, if she thought socks were bad, I wouldn't have worn them.
Oh, wow.
um, and their daughter said something to the effect of, Mama likes things prim and proper, Daddy likes cats. Anyway, I am grateful for the weather that we've been having thus far, although that will be in my intentioning for tonight. It's been calm, and actually it's even been like a little on the cool side, which is nice. Also, this is kind of a weird thing, but I was on a healing group call recently, and the healer needed someone to moderate the chat because her normal person wasn't there. So I did it, and it was actually really fun because because I always am one of those ones that I like to get my question answered if it's in the chat. I really hope that the healer will see. So I wanted to help other people get that. And the other thing, which sounds so little, but my legs, I won't say have been. Let's see. Yeah, have been. It's past tense. Very challenged the past week or two, off and on. They've had some really good bouts, but also some really challenging bouts. So today I was able to give myself a pedicure. So that was like huge. But anyway, so just before I word the intention, we are due to have, it's almost like 100% chance of thunderstorms for about 3 or 4 hours this evening, starting soon. And that was what triggered the other incident 2 weeks ago. So I will be asking for calm, safe weather and protection. And we definitely have some potential financial challenges, which I'm hoping won't be as bad as I think. So here we go. In love and light, we're so happy and grateful for the calm, safe weather, especially this evening, tonight, and throughout the next 3 to 4 days. The protection for all of the people and structures, trees, and properties and vehicles. And the safety for everyone and all the utilities, power grids, and for the financial abundance and abundance of all the resources that we need for us and for our loved ones, for our needs and for our preferences, and for the ability to forgive ourselves with grace and ease. Thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Ooh, that was really good. A couple of things came through for you, Lisbeth. One of them is the reminder that the little things are the big things. And I saw the little things being put in the ground and tamped down and creating a foundation for the bigger things. So the more we can have gratitude and just be comfortable with the little things, that that makes all the difference in the world. And then also I saw that it will be really beneficial for you doing that somatic training that you did, the lymph massage, very gentle lymph massage, and doing the vagus nerve reset because your nervous system is triggered, and that's why you have shingles right now. And it's very clear connection between anxiety, frustration, overwhelm, um, high anxiety situation often triggers a bout of shingles. So the more you can get your body to relax and you can move the emotion through your body, the easier it'll be for your legs to completely recover. And I did see them recovering in full, and I did hire angels to support you with that as well. And I also received the message that the abundance thing is already handled.
Oh, good. I actually, I've worked on it a lot, and yesterday I was really feeling like it's handled, it's okay, and then today I started having doubts, so we'll see. But along those lines, yeah, if anybody attended that day of healing, the breathwork person, they do free things. I think they're called Clarity Breathwork, and the woman who was on was named Ashana. It's really calming, some of the things she does. So if anybody
That's
else
great.
wants,
You know,
thank you.
something came through last night during the intention group, and it was the message that doubt is always something in the mind because the mind can only relate to what it already knows. And miraculous things, we'd like to believe it, but I can't quite get there if it's only in my mind. And trust is in the heart. So every time you are feeling a sense of doubt, it's just a reminder to recommit and go back into the heart and reaffirm what your intention is and how you choose to feel and focus on gratitude and grateful curiosity. It's like you almost gamify your life. It's like everything's a blessing. So I'm playing a game of how is this a blessing? How can I turn it into a blessing? How can I make this mean a blessing? And it becomes a blessing. So
Oh, thank you.
we love you, Lisbeth. Have a wonderful week.
Okay, you too.
Could I add one little
Oh,
thing?
sure. Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, actually, two things. One is, where the heck do you live? Because I want to be reminded never to move there.
It's outside of Philadelphia.
Really? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Well, a lot of my
And it
relatives.
wasn't always like this.
My
It's the energies are amped up.
Well, we were very blessed lately to meet the cast of Pit. You know that, like the new ER movie. Okay, well, anyway, never mind. But at any rate, what I was going to say is the wonderful thing that Elaine was saying is absolutely true. That there, even though it's hard to think of it, there's always good in every single thing that happens to us. And the reason why we can have proof of that is because when you before we were born, we made a contract with ourselves, or we made a commitment that we were going to grow a certain way. And this is the hardest place to ever be born into. This 3D world is the densest, hardest planet to ever be born on. So the fact that you chose such a hard job coming down to this planet, they said that it's for our development and our growth, and we will just grow so faster on this plane than we would ever grow as a consciousness by floating around out in outer space, and we could do anything. We never have to grow up.
That is very true. Awesome.
Thank you, Ruthie.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Mena, we're so happy you're here. It's great to see that beautiful smiling face. What can we help you celebrate?
Well, first of all, I have to thank you for the recordings, which I either listen to when I'm walking or, and I have to tell each one of you that there's always a golden nugget in each of you sharing. And I really felt last night or yesterday when I heard the intention group. I can't always join you, and I don't join you very frequently because, I wonder at what you guys see. And I don't see things, but I feel things. And I'm always reluctant. Yes, I'll be honest. I'm reluctant to join because I don't see things, but I certainly feel every single one of you. And I really enjoyed last night's intention group very much. And I think we should use that. It was a beautiful intention. And thank you very much. So I won't be here for the next 2 weeks because I have a singer coming. She's number one top of the pops in Wales, and I share this with Ruthie. She's my niece, and she's coming to do a couple of concerts here in Ottawa, and she's bringing her 14-year-old son with her, and we'll be looking after him, and he'll be joining the other 5 grandsons, and I'm sure I'll be very, very busy, but very, very joyful. It's a wonderful thing, and I hope it all goes smoothly. And I have been able to be of service a lot these last couple of weeks. And do you know, I just know for sure I'm the happiest, I'm truest to myself when I can be of service. And that is something that's very joyful to me.
That's
What
wonderful.
I've had, okay.
You can share one more. Share one more. We haven't seen you in a long time.
Oh, well, just, being with the children. And one of the golden nuggets Ruthie gave me a while back, listening to the replays, was that I have to give my own children more responsibility. And that's working out very well. And I'm not responsible for them anymore. So thank you, Ruthie. Those parenting tips really work. So thank you all. I'll miss you for the next 2 weeks, but I'll be listening.
And we'll miss you too. And David is absolutely right. There is no criteria, no evaluation, no comparison in how the messages come through. And you're very welcome. Feeling is a form, what was it Lisbeth called it? Clairsentient. There's an inner knowing. You get a sense of something. And I have the same thing. And one of the ladies, Melly, had always just saw nothing. She was a nurse and a retired nurse, and she just saw blank nothing. And only in the last couple of months has she started noticing angels or light of a different color. So you have the choice to experience whatever you choose to experience. And when you're in that kind of an environment, because we also add the humming, that's really powerful, turns out. More seems to come through, but just don't take my word for it. Monica's there, Ruthie's there, Julie's there, David's there.
I watched the reruns and I was so impressed last night with Julie's present.
Oh,
what she had to say.
Oh, it was amazing. Monica, go ahead.
Yes, you always have such beautiful messages. And I was going to say that there was one night that I couldn't make it. I did the intentioning apart from the group, and then I watched the group's intention. And it was much darker. Like, I got the same messages, but the messages that the group brings forward, because the vibration is so much higher, it's brought in a much lighter way. So it's much more like playful. So when I received the message, when I did the intentioning, it came from, I would say, a place that wasn't as vibrant, as joyful as I get when I'm with the group. And so I just wanted to bring that forward too, that you always have the most beautiful messages come through as well. And you also teach us a lot, and you are very, very valuable, as is every member of the group. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Um,
it's almost like you have a bigger amplifier. So where something might be kind of faint and you sort of hear it, kind of maybe, and you sort of think, you know what it is. Now all of a sudden there's a loudspeaker and you can't miss it, right? It's like, wow. And because different people have different takes on it and get different experiences, it layers it for you. So it's just it's all good. You can't screw it up. You can't do this stuff wrong. How can it get even better than this? And yes, we will miss you terribly, Mena, but we will send you the recordings. And by all means, watch them, listen to them when you
Oh, I
can.
do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, and you're on my board I bless everybody. And I have you all in my stadium of light, and all have blessings every day. So
Thank you. Thank you. We feel them and we receive them with deep gratitude.
that won't stop.
Oh man,
I love-
Carolyn, do you think you're in the right place or something?
I don't know about that. My
How can
head's
it get even
spinning.
better than this?
My head's heart is thumping, head is spinning. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. There's also a little theme here. Because I've had a really interesting week, very full of life. So I'm grateful. I am just full of so much life and a real opportunity um, to release some old stuff. Um, got really involved in a little codependent drama that I could actually make money on if I could put it out there in the world. This is an example. Let me show you. And I got to see myself, and then it's interesting, somatic. I got to feel it. I took the time to step back and go, well, wait a minute, you know, don't judge yourself because, you know, here you are again, reacting here, doing this, managing, trying to control. It was like I stepped into this old thing that I thought was my old self. Well, guess what? There's maybe still some more things, to clear and not go into so much judgment of all my little codependent players in the game. so it, and then I felt it, and it's probably why I'm not feeling real well physically. So I got to see how when I go into those places, which, hey, it's going to happen, it really affects me physically, and it starts emotionally. And I see where it was in my body, and it was just this. It's been this whole thing, and so I'm grateful that I am giving myself the time to go through it with awareness and consciousness as much as I can, and that I've got the time and the space in this wonderful place to do that work that I came here to heal. So hey, let it go on.
And
But
you're doing it. And
yeah,
you're doing it. How can it get even better than this? And I
yeah,
put in the chat, you're higher on the spiral. Growth isn't a straight line, it's a spiral. And you revisit the same stuff and you get triggered again, but not as badly. Or
right.
you notice that you're being triggered and you respond differently. So
Yes, that was
kudos to you.
that's what was great to me, is that I
Yeah.
was able to even be in the middle of it, start responding differently, and notice different places that I could ask for help and receive love.
That is great. That is so beautiful. Well, I've got bunches of things to celebrate. Always one of them is being with you guys because you freaking rock. And Minna, you might be coming back to a sub because I'm on vacation a couple of weeks in September. I'm going to be gone from September 2nd and returning on September 16th. So
Before my birthday.
Ruthie and Dorji both offered to sub for me while I'm gone. So somebody will be running the group and nobody will miss out because all of us are teachers and guides, and you can all do this just as easy as I can. So not a big deal. I've had an amazing week. Oh, Peggy Cross is joining us. And it was really interesting. On Monday, I had an early interview. I was being interviewed by somebody else for their Waking Up Spiritually podcast. And so I had to be on camera at 7:45. Oh, I'm usually doing a workout at 7:45. So yeah, having to be on camera was not really where I was at, but I brought it and the energy was so high. And it was really funny because they said, well, sometimes we go up to an hour, but if we get in 30, 40 minutes, that's okay. Oh no, we were pushing an hour and they weren't really wanting to go, but they kind of were aware of the time. So they stopped it. And it just got my energy so high. I was incredibly effective when I was working on my stuff. I got a lot done. And then I got to interview Julie Ryan. She's got the show Ask Julie Ryan. And Michelle, I was going to remind you to check out her show because she does remote healing. And she's really, 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 really good. And you can actually sign up to have her call on you and heal you live on the show. So just something that you should be aware of. AskJulieRyan.com. She's fabulous. She's really good. And we hit it off like a house fire. And then after that, it happened to be Monday was the 11th, and the 11th and 12th were the peak nights for the Perseid meteor shower. So my husband and I got in our swimming pool and saw a couple of meteors going by. And then we ended up in the front driveway in our chairs and we watched a few more shooting stars. And it was just magic. And part of the reason why it was magic, I anchored in my gratitude every single time. Instead of taking it for granted and just going, oh yeah, there's another shoot every year, more shooting stars every year, this time of year. No, I'm really grateful for each and every one. And I have to share a quick story, and then I promise we'll get on to Peggy. We're so glad you're here, Peggy. I was in Yosemite with some friends, and we attended a thing where a lady had a laser and she was pointing out the different star constellations. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this massive shooting star blazed across the sky, just vivid and huge and whoosh. And everybody else was like, the woman who was running it, she had forethought. She was able to catch herself. She said, "Holy smokes!" Holy smokes. And all the rest of us were like, holy but we were all like, hey, you pulled it out, you saved it. So yeah, it's all in how we choose to look at it, and everything is a blessing. Not to mention you guys, you are just the best. Speaking of the best, we got Peggy in the house. We're so glad you're here. It's great to see you, darling. What can we help you celebrate?
Thank you. Well, what I'd like to celebrate is I've got the best daughter-in-law in the whole world who's been here forever helping me with everything. So that really is a huge, huge blessing.
Wow.
And got to take off the splint off my leg. So now I've got one of those extremely attractive boots to wear. And hopefully I'll be weight bearing in a couple of weeks. So those are big thank yous.
Wow.
And I'm here with you all. Thank you.
Oh, we are so grateful. We're so happy to see you here. You are just so magnificent, and we're really proud of you. We're really proud of your tenacity and your commitment and keeping your energy up. And I know it's not always easy. And every time you feel a twinge, just know that that is healing happening, because we are showering you with healing energy all the time.
Thank you.
Oh, Ruthie, thanks for pointing that out. You have a hat of light over your head because of the light fixture behind you.
Oh, the lamp.
It looks like a little hat. sitting on your head.
It does. That's so
It's
funny.
so cute. That is adorable. There you go.
Thank you, Ruthie, for showing me that.
Hey, Peggy really knows how to shine her light. Just saying.
Oh my.
Peggy, remember this time last year I had the broken arm and it all is well now. So I'm sure all
Good.
will be well with your legs soon too.
It will be. I think I'm up to 20 or 21 broken bones now in my life. So,
Oh, really? Oh,
uh-huh, really.
I have to
No
be
need to
careful.
expand that collection. Let's just call it sufficient.
Yeah, that's it. You've graduated now.
You have.
They'll never let you into the army because if you have broken bones, you're not supposed to go in.
Oh,
Ah.
darn.
So they're
That's a
not.
real concern.
All
You
right,
look wonderful.
let's go ahead on to intentions. And David McBride, you are first up. What would you like some energy around?
I'll just jump to the point. In love and light, we are so happy and grateful to have the opportunity to release and clear energies and triggers that no longer serve us from our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, and to remember we are emanations of the divine, perfect and whole as we are. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Wow, that was very beautiful, David. Really well worded. And it was interesting. The last lady that I interviewed for my show was talking about how important it is to talk to your body, acknowledge your body, tell it you love it, and ask your body, what does my body want me to know right now? What is my body telling me right now? Because it is a very sentient part of you and it communicates in a different way, not the way the mind communicates. And so being willing to hear what it needs and the gifts it's bringing you and thank it and let that go, your body doesn't have to hold on to things anymore.
And
It's kind of,
I could feel the group's energy in my heart and in my solar plexus. It was wonderful.
yeah, that was really beautiful. It reminds me of kind of like when you stay awake in the middle of the night because your mind is going over and over something. It's because it doesn't want you to forget. And that's why I keep a pad of paper and a pen near my bed so I can just write. Usually, when I get woken up in the middle of the night, it's the divine trying to get my attention. It wants me to get a download. Well, your body's the same way. It's trying to tell you something, trying to tell you something, trying to tell you something, and you're just kind of ignoring it, shoving it down, putting it off to the side. And it's no wonder that it becomes more and more intense trying to get your attention. Monica, what would you like to contribute?
Recently I heard of this thing called a heart wall, and I literally saw your heart your brightness of light shining so bright that whatever was armoring was blasted apart because your light was shining so brightly. So I just really wanted to share that with you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. You know, sometimes we don't notice it, right? And it takes somebody else to go, by the way, just in case you were wondering, you just blew that barrier that you've been carrying around away for what? Yeah, it's gone now. Thank you, Monica. That was really, really cool. Wow, Julie, the energy's so good, but I bet you can handle a little bit more. What
Oh,
would
yeah.
you like an intention
Oh,
around?
yeah. Well, next week, we're starting the completion process for my bridge. And this has been, you guys have been with me all this time. And I have, uh, I want more trust to know that the completion process will be perfect for me and, function and aesthetically and everything else. And so I'm having a little, I don't know, something. Try that's what I'm thinking about. Just trust the process and it'll be all, I don't know, Elaine, can you put your
Sure.
thank you.
Sure. Arlene, welcome. We are now doing intentions and we're about to do an intention for Julie.
Yes.
In love and light, we are so happy and grateful that Julie and all of us have a deep inner trust and knowing that everything is working out for us better than anything we could possibly imagine. So we stay in a space of grace, holding every thought with love and gratitude, welcoming in each next step and the blessings that it holds. In deepest gratitude, thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's always there. Again, it's that the doubt is a mind based thing pulling you back into the heart.
Yeah.
Every time there's a doubt, it's your mind trying to control the situation, and it only knows what's happened in the past. It doesn't have a frame of reference for what is possible for you in the future. So then you go back into the heart with your intention. That's why your intention is so powerful. And as you stay in that space of infinite divine grace and love and welcome all the blessings in the moment, and you're welcoming them and experiencing them, and that radiates through you to create a blessing for everyone around you. It turns every moment into truly bliss.
Mhm.
Even the difficult moments get transformed into bliss. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are so much more powerful than you know. Yeah. Congratulations, Julie.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very good experience. And thank you for bringing that in because I think we all needed that. We all benefited from it.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle, I'll do the ask to unmute thing. There you go. Perfect.
Stop
Yes,
chewing.
I know you're chewing. I'll have a sip of water while you're chewing.
You don't want me to choke.
Ah, yeah, Ruthie, she's taking a swig. Mena's taking a swig. We're all doing that hydrating thing. Arlene's in on the act. Yep, it's good for you. Keep that water going. Energy is traveling through water is a lot easier for energy to travel. All right, Michelle.
Okay, so I would like to I'm sorry, my intention is for Holly, her mother, and I, and anybody else, Peggy, anybody who's not completed their healing yet, to completely heal, be pain-free, and all of us, of course, too, sorry. Have radiant, vibrant, pain-free health in every way possible.
Perfect. That's perfect. We'll support you with that starting right now. We give thanks, and so it is. So beautiful, Michelle. Thank you. And it's interesting that you brought up healing because I also got the message we're always healing. There's always something that we are releasing, there's always something that we're learning and letting go of. And sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's mental. But yeah, so that was extremely relevant and very, very valuable. Thank you. Thank you. Such a profound teacher. We're very lucky to have you in this group.
I'm very lucky to be here and have all of you. Love you all. So thank you. So we can
Back at ya.
keep everybody in mind for the next week. Healthy, 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 please.
Absolutely. And thank you, Monica. I received Love Heals All. I also was envisioning everybody else in our group. You know, there's some people that we haven't heard from in a long time. Jessica, Jennifer, some of you may remember some of those folks from way, way back when we first started our group. And, you know, people get busy. And
Tana.
Tana, yep,
Yeah.
yep. There are so many people that we know that we're connected to energetically. And I just saw all of this going out to them and all of their families and rippling out from there. So it was really powerful, Michelle. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Monica, you are up next. What would you like some energy around?
Thank you. This has been a lot of releasing, and we've been receiving a lot of releasing. So in love and light, we are so grateful and happy that we have the opportunity to release all that no longer serves us so that the love inside of us and the guidance from spirit may be embodied and expand us and expand the light that shines in us, through us, and between us as we complete our truest and highest purpose on our truest and highest path in this life. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. That was really powerful, Monica. I I got the message that just like the book Power versus Force or the Map of Consciousness explained, David Hawkins says as soon as you commit to the energy of love, where everything you experience, you interpret it as a form of love, and everything you express is a form of love and compassion. As soon as you commit to that, the opposite shows up. Why? Because we live in a world of duality and we have a moment to choose every single time. We get to choose our intention, choose it again and choose it again. And it's a constant having to choose over and over again. It's not a one and done, it's a continual choice all the time. And you brought that in, you brought it home really, really beautifully. Thank you for that. And another thing came through that the mind doubts and we bring it back into the heart with the intention of what we choose to create in our lives and recommit to that intention. And then we direct the mind to find everything that aligns with that intention. Because, Julie is getting set to have some more surgery next week. And she has a choice. She can either focus on all the things that didn't go as well as she wanted it to, or she can focus on the things that went really well and the great people that she meets and how supportive and encouraging everyone is and the incredible experiences she's had because of this. It's so ironic that often our most challenging experiences enrich us the most. And so finding those blessings. So thank you for bringing that in, Monica. It was really, really profound. Really good. I see a little somebody with Arlene who's adding their energy. Very good. We get extra whisker energy today. That's very good. You're muted, Arlene, so we can't hear you right now. But we're going to support Ruthie. Ruthie, what is your intention today?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked, and we're sending out good vibes to all the people that haven't been here, because today I got a text message out of the blue from Jen Bryce, and we chat once in a while and still are very connected. And so I told her, I said that we're having the group today, and is there anything that we could hold for you? And so she said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that." She said, "How lovely." I'm meeting on Monday. She's meeting on Monday for the second time with a new guitarist, and she's reemerging as a singer. So she said she would love an intention for the rehearsal and everything to go on to be the start of a new creative direction musically that deeply moves people into their truth, and sending hugs and love to all of you. Isn't that nice?
That's wonderful.
So
That's
I'm happy
really
that
wonderful.
because she wasn't happy being a masseuse. And she can,
Beautiful.
she was happy doing anything that she could do, but music is right up there in her elevated state of awareness. And I think what brings you joy should be what we should do. And that's what I was going to ask for in the intention for all of us, that we continue to do things that give us joy, because that's why we're here. And the message that I got from the big picture is that it's going to be okay. We can have, we can know that everything, just like you said, Elaine, everything is for good. So it's all going to be okay. Go for what you love and be who you're supposed to be in the world. That's why God put you here, right? So
Perfect. We'll support you with that starting right now. We give thanks, and so it is. Oh, that was great.
so happy that we get to join with you all, doing this. It's just such a joy to have our hearts together, focused in one place.
Yeah, that
So
was really amazing. I kept seeing everybody thriving at what they were doing, what they were working on, that they're making such a massive difference, that Jennifer singing again is not only fulfilling her soul, but she's enriching so many others. Your work on your book, it's huge, Ruthie. David's work on his graphic novel and his talk, his seminar, really, really massive. Everything that you do is a huge contribution that ripples out much further than you realize. So thank you for bringing that in. It was really important. Yeah. Monica said, Ruthie, I heard love will always find a way, that you are always supported, always, in all ways. That's great. Thank you. Wow, it just gets better, better and better. Menna, are you ready for some good energy? You got to unmute. We're real picky about that whole thing because if we can't hear you, we can't help you.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't started to speak yet, but that's okay. Well, with all this company that's coming from Wales, I always feel a responsibility for their enjoyment. And I know that's not the right thing, because I will do everything in my power to make sure they have a wonderful time. So if you would grace me with the intention, in love and light, I see Gwyneth and Milgun and all the others having a marvelous time here in Canada, and that they will connect with their cousins and make lifelong friendships, so that the connection will remain for always. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done.
We give thanks, and so it is. I see everyone having an incredibly wonderful time. And part of it, I stole Lisbeth's idea and hired attitude adjustment angels for everyone in the family, for everyone they meet at every step of the trip, for everywhere they go, for every single conversation, everything that happens. People are just in a good mood. And I saw you having a private conversation with your grandsons and going, look, families visiting and they would love to get to know you. So, they might be asking you a little bit about what you like to do and what about it is so enriching for you. And then you go to the people who are visiting, you go, my grandkids are really interested in finding out about you. And they might want to know. So you're kind of priming the pump both ways to get them pre I was going to say prepared, but pre primed to have a really great time. And yes, it's just going to go very, very well.
Thank you.
So much to celebrate. Yes, David.
I saw just a big column of divine light shining on everyone, and everybody's laughing and having a wonderful time and making music and just having the times of their lives.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. And I was reminded that I had the very best day ever on Monday because I was grateful throughout the day and I kept anchoring in. I'm really appreciative of that. I really love this. This is such an honor and a pleasure. This is amazing. And it was little simple things, but just acknowledging the little things are the big things. The little things create the foundation that becomes the big thing. So, yeah. Man, it just gets better and better. And fortunately, we're not done yet. We've got Carolyn. Carolyn, what would you like some energy around?
May need some help with this because all the intentions have already given me the answers and the energy. But for a week now, I have not been feeling well and still fighting off a headache, stomach, bladder. I mean, it's like this. And I think it has something to do with resisting and maybe trying to eat fear rather than let it go through. So I don't know if I want to put that in the pool or how to put that in, but it's the healing theme that we've been talking about, and I'm not sure how to say that. So I'm going to ask you.
Sure, sure. In love and light, we are so happy and grateful that we listen to our bodies. We cherish our bodies. We ask them for guidance and we give them deep love, approval, and appreciation for exactly the way they are right now, knowing that infinite divine healing energy is coursing through us in every moment. And that acknowledgement to our bodies signals the molecules of our bodies to open and welcome that healing energy, nourishing, refreshing, rejuvenating us so we enjoy vibrant health and well being. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. So I got a couple of different messages for you, Carolyn. I got one message that sometimes there's just something going around, and it's something that might last for a little while. And sometimes we choose to be impatient with our bodies. We'll be coughing and we've had this stupid cough for how long now? And it's like, geez, are we done with this yet? I would so love to be done with this cough. Instead of saying, thank you, body, for doing your best to get rid of everything that doesn't serve me. I love you and I appreciate you. And I acknowledge the healing that you're experiencing, that my lungs are experiencing right now. So I saw you doing that and experiencing rapid healing. And it's in 48 hours, it's all going to be gone. That's what I saw. Okay. Just make sure you love on your body and acknowledge your body. Ruthie.
Okay, this is, boy, you're just right on target, Elaine. You're just saying everything perfectly. And I had something just to sort of top off what you were saying, that I'm so glad that Carolyn mentioned emotions and wondering if they were affected, because on the frequency level that the Hawkins or whatever it is chart, that what the highest vibration of oneness with God and love and compassion for all beings and all that stuff, and then the lowest one is shame, right? So I was thinking about how really basically all of our fears and anxieties are fears of feelings and false beliefs, because it's our false beliefs that maybe we're wrong, or maybe we're bad, or somebody will say something bad about us, and then we think, is it true? Whatever it is, we're going down to that lower level, which is called shame, which is the lowest level of all. And that level of feeling bad is a false belief that we would ever be shameable, because the truth is that God and the universe always wants us to be happy and always wants us to have what we need. So when we are afraid of that we won't be good enough, that's what is the thing that Elaine was saying, is standing between us and the light. It's the only thing, is that false belief that we're not good enough, that allows us, the door is shut and the light can't come in, and then we get sick, So.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if I shared this already. Forgive me. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. My coach mentioned that there's a distinction between body sensations, somatic sensations in your body, goosebumps, uncomfortable foot, you sneeze. That's different from emotions. That emotions, she says, are caused when you take a physical sensation and you judge it. I'm coughing again. Right. And so I'm just playing around with the difference of, sometimes emotions are things that we pick up on from the environment around us. If you happen to catch the news or you glimpse a headline or somebody's complaining about something, it's easy to pick up that kind of stuff. And then to remember, is this mine? And is this what I truly choose to feel? Is that part of my intention? Right. And I don't have to accept this. I can acknowledge that this is a struggle they have. And so I send it off with love and blessings. And I know that it all will be handled. The divine is guiding them to something better. I don't have to fix their problem. And it's not my problem. Right. So I'm playing with that. Go ahead, Ruthie.
No, what you're saying is so spot on, because what you're saying is that if we stay in our high level of our ripple of love, then we don't have to accept anybody else's thought forms as they go by. Because when we're in the world, there are a lot of people that you'll just maybe brush by and they've sucked some of your energy away. Because there are thought forms that travel with people, just as our thought forms and our light and love in our hearts radiate to other people. So if we could just keep doing that, and then their thought forms won't be able to come in.
And just remind yourself, it's a choice every time, right? Doubt is there. and it's a part of the human condition. So just,
Right.
I have to recommit. Monica, could you unmute and share with us?
Yes, thank you so much. Because you shared from your teacher and because of what Ruthie's saying and because of the meteor shower, there's a beautiful practice that has just been really it's what we do, but you take it into the world. And so your heart is a star and you shine your light into the world. And so you're not taking on other people's energy, you're actually that light that's shining and sending your energy out. And it's what Ruthie said, but it's called transfiguration. If and the teacher that taught me is Sandra Ingerman. And it's about
Trans what?
transfiguration.
Transfiguration?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'll
you
put it
put
in the
it in the
chat.
chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what you see Jesus and Mary when they're going.
She did teach this to a group of devout Christians that were dealing with cardiac problems. And there was a change, but she's used this for many different she used it for ecological healing. So she used it like water. People talk about how you can bless water and it changes the structure of the water. And so she uses this to bless the water. And she did there were studies done, but I don't want to take more time away from everybody. Just it's in the chat if you want to follow up. And it's just a beautiful practice,
Great.
which is exactly what you all have been bringing in so beautifully.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Ruthie shared a link to a video as well. I'll make sure that the chat is in the email when I send it out. But we have another person to celebrate because Arlene's here. We're so happy to see you, Arlene. What can we help you celebrate? Oh, good. You're unmuted. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. Well, Layla just came back. She's very excited because she thinks I told her that Carolyn was coming for dinner tomorrow night. So I hope Carolyn's stomach improves in 24 hours instead of 48 hours.
No problem.
Layla is just waiting, you know. Anyway, well, I just have to say quickly that the reason I didn't get on early enough is I was struggling with Zoom and I had a terrible time with Zoom. It took about 15 minutes for me to find, I had to go through a whole bunch of stuff and I finally got here. And I'm still on my small screen instead of my big screen, but that's okay. I can see you all and so forth. Okay, enough of that. Celebrating. Well, one thing I am going to celebrate is that Carolyn's coming for dinner tomorrow night. And then on Sunday afternoon, Sunday and to evening, we are going with friends to the Santa Fe Opera. And so that will be incredibly wonderful. And so I'm delighted about that. And I think I already told you my eye's better, my hip is better, everything's better. I have been having acupuncture that is incredible and incredibly effective. So my thought is that both my eyes can be healed, not just this one, but this one too, with the dry macular degeneration. So we're working on that. Anyway, so, and then the thing I want to celebrate too is today I gave a talk. There's the Rio Rancho Regional Chamber of Commerce has a Women in Leadership luncheon once a month. And I was the speaker today. And I spoke about uncertainty in the workplace, which sounds like a really serious sort of topic. I had some information that was sent to me through my agency, and I asked permission to use it, and I did. But what's amazing is I was able to do it and in sharing such a way that we laughed through the whole talk. It was wonderful. It was so great. We just had the greatest time. I had the greatest time, and everybody else did too. And got lots of comments, lots of very positive comments. And it was just wonderful. And at some point, the presentation that I have is just so relevant to so many things in life, and it ends in a very positive note with mantras to use for uncertainty. And so
perfect.
a whole bunch of suggestions of things. And I shared a lot of my history and my experiences, and I had other people share too. I told them I believe in audience participation, but we did that. It was excellent. There were about 30 women.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I loved it. It was just
wow. How can it get even better than this? And I'm going to ask you for a special favor. When you see the email come through with the recording of this meeting, would you reply to it, include some of your mantras?
Oh, okay.
Because I think that they'd be really great. We were talking about uncertainty and how to deal with uncertainty.
Oh, you were.
But the next thing, we're going to hold an intention for you and then an intention for Peggy. And yeah, we are getting the energy ramping up. So what would you like some energy around?
My intention, again, is really for healing. And I've heard a lot of healing stuff around here tonight, healing for all of us. And so if you want to put that in some nice form, Elaine, I'd love to have you do that.
Sure. In love and light, we are so happy and grateful that we are completely, perfectly, permanently healed of all illness and injury before we experience that in our physical beings. We anchor our energy in perfect, vibrant health and prosperity, knowing that this commitment is being revealed to us and manifesting in our physical lives. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is. Often it's our willingness to accept it, to welcome it, to choose it. That's the biggest challenge, choosing what we want. David.
I keep seeing this image with everybody that intends for healing of this scan that starts, we're all standing deeply rooted in the earth, and this scan starts up above our crown chakra, this light, and it moves through us. And as it's pushing out the energy that we no longer find useful, it's healing us as we go, and it goes all the way through us and pushes all that bad energy deep into the earth where it's transmuted.
The healing vortex.
I love that. I love that.
It's a healing vortex, and I'm going to reframe just one thing. None of it's negative. It's all
negative,
energy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
I was just going to say, the emotions, the experiences that we have are all there to nourish us and coax us and encourage us back into love, guiding us to love ourselves more and experience all the different forms of love that there are. So while some of them are unpleasant and a real pain in the butt on occasion, technically they're not bad, they're not negative, they're just inconvenient. Yeah. Peggy, we like to save the best for almost last because I'm going after you. So can't say the best for last because that's wrong. But what would you like some energy around?
my intention for all of us is that we be aware with gratitude each and every day for all of the blessings that are showered upon us by the divine. These come through in different forms that may not look wonderful at the beginning, but in everything that we experience, we will see myriad blessings for ourselves and our loved ones and the planet. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We give thanks, and so it is. Wow, that was so powerful, Peggy, because I saw these rays of light shining out from all of us and enriching everything on the planet and going beyond. It was just really, really beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that in. Man, you guys are a tough act to follow. Just saying. Well, I am going to honor Mena's request. She asked me to share the intention that we used in the intention group last night. And it is a very, very powerful intention. And just a few minutes ago, I got a divine directive, not a download. Somebody told me, you get to do this, kid. I'm going to share the intention and I'm going to invite you to mute yourself, and I will mute myself. And then 5 times, breathe in and hum, hold one note, breathe in and hum, hold the same note, breathe in and hum 5 times in a row. And I will unmute myself and I will let you know when the minute and when the 78 seconds are up. But the humming really takes you deep. And this is a part of your transformation. I just got a very clear, this will transform you. Do this. This will transform you. It was like, okay, all right, whatever you say. Okay, so here we go. In love and light, we are so happy and grateful that we experience health opportunities and life challenges as loving guidance from the divine, easily releasing our fears and frustrations to immediately, completely, and permanently fill ourselves with infinite divine blessings, love, enlightenment, vibrant health, and prosperity. So we wake up the healer within and joyfully support everyone we meet with loving energy. Thank you, divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. We give thanks, and so it is.
What a wonderful way to end the evening.
That was pretty cool. I'd love to know what came through for all of you with that experience. Michelle.
Wow. Like the humming, wow. Like unbelievably empowering. Unbelievable. Wow. And my class is next week, not tonight.
Ah,
I'm
yeah,
so happy I'm still here. But
it's
this,
interesting. The vibration is really profound. It's a vibration of healing energy, and it can activate you. So, Carolyn, you say trust. Do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Yes, it just so much was just flowing through, and I think it was a message for me, but also it's obviously, but that the essence of what we're going through and 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 what the divine brings and what we receive, it comes down to that thing, where you talked about, the doubt versus the heart. It's like it's here, it's trust. It's just keep going, coming back to trust, because it is perfection and everything is holy.
Yeah, beautiful. David says every molecule in me vibrated and healed, and he also felt his whole body resonating with everyone else's humming at the same time. Yeah,
now,
it's
I love
amazing
the humming, love the
how it
humming.
connected us. So maybe on the very last intention, I'll just make a point of us doing the humming for the very last one. If you want to hum on your own intention, go for it. I'm not holding anybody back on it. But just because I got that directive, I thought I'd experiment and try it. And it's been so profound with the intention group that I thought it would be appropriate to try it tonight. So thank you all for
thank
supporting
you.
me in that experiment. I hope it was worthwhile, and I love you beyond imagining. You are such magic and such an incredible blessing. I'm so honored to know you. You are a spiritual master beyond imagining. The only person who doesn't get it yet is you. Yeah, well, you're a slow learner that way, but otherwise, we love you, honey. Love you, love you. Laugh at yourself. Have a marvelous week. This is going to be the best one yet. I'll see y'all next time. Love you. Bye
Love
bye.
you. Bye.